Dynamic banter. I can see we're gonna do it and have some fun. Dynamic banter. Honk it horn and make it good. Dynamic banter. Don't forget the history road. Dynamic banter. Time to shut up. Start the show.
Good morning. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Guys, welcome to the show. Today's gonna be a bit of a weird one. Okay. We're gonna take it.
I don't sound good at all. There I am. Okay. Man, it's something else to hold this thing. Have you done this before? Okay, it's good. We'll get in the ding zone, but it's good. Mike's gonna love this episode.
Boys and girls, the subscribers.
Dude, this is my table. My table's disgusting.
This song's for you guys. Because without you guys,
You sound like you're 20 years old.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dynamic Banter.
It's happened.
Something's happened.
We're falling apart.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well,
We are.
This is the latest. Like, this is like what we're doing today. If it weren't for our week in advance
Right.
schedule, it would be the first time ever that we would be late.
And recording on a Friday.
And recording on a Friday. Never happens. It's Friday, April 19th. Happy April Fool's Day.
Yeah, dude. And we're at... Steve has plugged his phone into his space machine. So now he can control Spotify songs with the space machine.
Or anything.
Or anything on his phone.
Like something that's on my phone, yeah.
Like a recording or anything.
A recording, yeah. Should we try a recording?
What if I called you on the phone?
Call me on the phone right now.
And
yeah,
you can fuck with my voice?
While you're there.
While I'm here,
yeah, let's
obviously.
do it. Let's do it. This is stuff Mike would never approve
No.
of.
Okay, we're
Quiet,
gonna call
audience.
Steve.
I don't know why you came to Kevin's place. What's
up with your phone, man?
Try again.
Well,
I'm on airplane mode.
Dude, you're ridiculous.
Because I was getting major feedback, brother bear. Okay, try again.
Your call cannot be completed at this time. Please try again later.
What?
Well, we'll give
Am
it
I
one.
dead?
We'll give it one more shot.
Did I die? Oh, here we go.
I hear a ring.
Here we go.
Steve. Okay. I think it works. Oh. We're gonna go to the top of the mountain. Big boys. This one's gonna go out. And we're not coming back. And I'm not gonna make it out of here. Pretty cool. Ooh. Welcome to paradise. I'm gonna have to hold the mic this whole time. What I was saying is this has happened where we've done a show.
We've had to scramble.
Well, we've done a
scramble.
We've done a scramble, but we've also done a scramble in the past. This was like over a year ago where me and you had to do the pod, but it was over Zoom. You remember this?
Whoa, was that in the pandemic?
No. Mike was gone. But now...
What, was that before we tried to do it here?
It might have been. Because this is the first time now that I'm actually on camera, on mic, and
For
without
sure?
a mic. Yeah,
I thought
it
we
is.
did one
It is.
here with you.
No, Steve.
No? This is
We've made it.
So yeah, this is kind of a big deal then. Because, you know, this is you've said to us in the past, you've told us in the past
I still feel this way.
that you don't want to be on the show.
But as you know, there's a lot going on. And when there's a lot going on in your life, you kind of take risks. You go out of your comfort zone. So I'm out of my comfort zone. And I gotta say, it does feel good. I think it'll feel good as the minutes pass by.
On a rocket ship high in the air.
Why didn't you explain the scramble? The scrambles.
It doesn't need to be explained. It's just that it's been a crazy week. I mean, I even noticed that Mike wasn't posting welcome to our podcast.
Oh my gosh.
So it's been like bonkers. And Valley
Was
Cast
late.
was late. It's just been like a real crazy.
It's been
It's
really has.
been a wild month.
Yeah. The full month, and it's not over yet.
Maybe it was the eclipse. I want to blame my problems on space. Because, can I tell you why?
Why don't you explain?
Let's end this song with a riff. One. Pow. Oh!
so grunge. I love that little power down.
It gets sucked into a black hole. It's just been a crazy month. That's all. There's nothing else to say. It's just been a crazy month, and it just sometimes happens, man.
I know.
Sometimes it happens around the show,
Right. And sometimes it happens in the background.
and sometimes it happens while the show needs to be made, and it doesn't affect the show.
Exactly.
But this week it affected the show. This month the show has been affected by things we can't help, things we can't.
I got a sick bunny.
Kevin's got a sick bunny.
She's dying.
We don't know where Mike is.
We don't know where Mike is.
Mike left. He went out for cigarettes and he never came back.
I really don't know where he is.
I wish I knew where he was, but it's okay. And so I figured, and this is like emergency. This was like an emergency.
Yeah.
Like having you on the show.
I know. And it's okay. I can do it.
I'm not happy about this. Just kidding. I love it. Because, you and I, we can't behave.
No. I'm going to try.
We get into a funk and things get really weird. And it's okay because I think that, so I last night, one of my oldest friends was having a bachelor party.
We're not normally this close. And our feet.
I thought
bachelor party.
I thought I had a spider on me.
No. Oh, I got a question too that I don't want to forget. I got something I want to talk about too. Okay. But bachelor party? Which one? Which one do you want to choose? What was the little... Oh, because it's the feedback. I gotcha.
That's the sound of the 5G antenna. Receive a message from the AT&T satellite in space. Let's go live to the satellite right now, okay? Please.
And pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. No, pull it. The satellite's doing well.
That sounds healthy.
Yeah.
I'm no expert, but that sounds nice.
Yeah. Full spectrum.
Sounds like he's scooting in space. So anyway,
old friend of
my
yours.
old friend, and I'm talking high school boys.
When was the last time
High
you saw
school.
him?
Like,
Years?
Yeah, like 12 years or something like that.
Okay.
And we were talking about how like they were like it was crazy because you went to karaoke spot.
That's your favorite.
And they showed up as I was singing a song.
You knew they were showing up.
Well, but I didn't know they were going to show up while I was singing.
Okay.
I know some of the guys there, and when I show up, they'll put me on the list. Steve's on the list.
Okay. I think I know which one you're talking about.
And they were like, we didn't even know if we were at the right place, but we could hear you.
Yeah.
And you like drew us in like a siren song, like the sounds, and the like wackiness.
Yeah.
And then instantly we like snapped right back into like what
Your
we
old
were
self.
like and reminiscing about old times. It was like really bizarre and fun. I felt like I died.
What?
And I was like in some kind of like friend heaven
I get that.
where I'm like, oh wow, I haven't seen these guys in like fucking 20 years or
Yep.
something.
It's surreal feeling.
It's very surreal because it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Here they are in the flesh.
they're
after not seeing
older.
them. And they're older.
Yeah.
Everyone's old. We're all older.
but they're still acting somewhat the same.
We kind of look the same, and it just gets crazier the older you get. It's just weird to see your friends
Old
get
friends.
old.
Old friends.
It's weird to see Beetlejuice get old because he's a ghost.
Let's talk about that.
Well, he's a ghost.
Shouldn't get old.
He's dead. I think we're seeing a phantasmic projection. Is a
Hold on.
La comida es buena. If that was with Mike, he would have turned the
echo on.
And it
I know, man. I don't have the capabilities.
anyway, but one of my friends was saying that like it was like it felt like we were just like right back to hanging out again.
Yeah.
And they were like, and hanging out with you would like amplify our like weirdness and our sense of humor or whatever. It's like almost like you were just amplifying it.
Yep.
Like just being near us made us be weirder and funnier and shit. And I don't know why that is. It's because I like allow people, like I am accepting of everyone's
weirdness.
I don't go like, okay, calm down.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
those
go,
are the
"That's
worst
weird."
kind of people.
I hate
I
it.
hate it.
Me too. Because we're all figuring our life
Right.
out. And I can understand that if someone is too much,
Yeah.
you know, that's just how they are, you know? Or maybe I understand that there's a feeling that maybe there is a disingenuous motivation behind
Being
some people
too
that are
much.
like obnoxious and too much.
Right.
And need help and need to figure that out
Yeah.
and get it under control.
But
then there's people who like genuinely provide joy
by
being kind of like a loudmouth, like I am.
But yeah.
And I guess, you know, look, you don't have to like everybody, but I love when my most bestest friends
Mm-hmm.
are the people that are like, you be you
Yeah.
in every way and don't hold back
Right.
at all. And that's like,
that's
those are people
Everybody
that
should
are
feel
right
that.
in here.
Yep.
And those were like my friends I saw last night, and a lot of
That's-
my friends that I have IRL, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am very accepting of people's like weirdness, and I am like really tolerant of like
Odd behavior.
any kind of odd behavior at all,
Yeah.
because I'm odd and I'm behaving oddly all the time.
Yeah. But it also makes everything more enjoyable and entertaining.
It just changes.
That's what I mean. Like, it's so
changes the
boring
vibe
how
a
some
little
people
bit.
act.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be weird.
But like, you know, but I appreciate that we live in a world where that is like always going to be a balance, or like
True.
Something's more or less in that way, because yeah, if we were all the same, then it wouldn't be weird and
You're right.
different and
You're
kind of
right.
like outside the status quo a bit. But I do love that, like, when we do shit, we get weird and we don't hold back. Like we are fully.
And Mike,
Mike, I
he's
think
done well.
Mike initially was like,
what's happening?
and I think you and I actually had to like
warm up to
be
it.
careful with how far we
We could go. Yeah.
And we've been in your place. We're at Kevin's place,
Yeah.
shooting this, which you may recognize as the place that sometimes we've shot guests
Right.
when Mike's out. And but you're leaving this cursed.
I know, that's why it looks like absolute trash.
He's leaving this cursed place, and so we'll have to get some other digs.
We're gonna
for
figure
when
it
we have
out.
Guest episodes, but
We're not going to scramble like we did this week.
Oh no, I don't like I didn't like this week's
No,
scramble.
no.
And I love a scramble. What was I saying?
The weirdness. We had to warm up. We had to...
Oh, with Mike,
Yeah.
yeah. But since we've been in here and there's no
True.
one,
Nobody.
it's just been like
Here's the
nonstop like maniac shit.
It has, but here's what I love about it. We got it. We're here and we're recording it, and we have everything set up.
Yeah,
how it
we
needs
did
to be
it.
set up.
We did it.
We just did it while making insane
Horrifying,
noises.
insane noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, like noises that someone.
I mean,
Someone-
this apartment has never heard
Those
what it
sounds,
just heard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I got here, I came out of the car and was like, "No!" Oh! Like as loud as I could.
We hugged each other like
We
something
hugged
was
in the
terribly
street,
wrong.
and there were people around. And Kevin was like, "Open your trunk," and I'm like, "No, no!"
But dude, again, no,
Like
they didn't
as
even
loud as
look at
possible.
us.
No,
Didn't even look.
but because it's probably fear.
It shouldn't be.
of
That's what
making eye
it shouldn't
contact
be.
with something
I
like
would
that.
laugh.
Well, the thing is like, you know, there is another side of that where there's like, it is something dangerous. Like it's so fascinating as humans that we're all just kind of like doing our own shit.
Yeah.
But also trying to be like civilized, I guess, and try not to be a
Freak out.
savage
Yeah.
and freak out and just do whatever you want. Piss in the street, like drop shit while you walk around in
Yeah.
the street like an animal.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we have these fight or flight responses that are like,
When something is abnormal.
yeah, and we're like early humans.
Right.
The early evolution of human would be like walking through the jungle and would be like me chilling, me enjoying life, me
Right.
having good time, me like walking through jungle. Jungle make happy.
Yeah.
Jungle make all happy. Me happy.
Be happy.
Me
then-
my family happy.
Me family happy.
And you're just walking through and you're like, me gather food for family because me get hungry.
And food make me happy.
Food make me happy, and food make family happy,
Happy.
and family live long and are happy with food.
Give me eat orange, give me you.
And so they're just remember when that
Yeah,
was a time.
that's all we needed.
That was a time when there was no cell phones. Everyone was just not a cell phone in sight, just everybody vibing.
Just trees, the sound of the wind, the birds, the mud, the ocean. That's all we needed. That's all we
The
had.
ocean mud.
The ocean's mud.
Ocean's Mud is a fun band name.
Yeah, it sure is.
What is Ocean's Mud? Well, it's kind of like all the shit people throw in the ocean in it. Anyway, and this early human is just like vibing. Doesn't need
Chillin'.
Zoloft. They don't need Ativan.
Xanax.
They don't need Xanax. They don't need nothing.
No.
They're
They got-
thriving in the cleanest air you could possibly breathe and the cleanest ground you could walk on.
Imagine the sunlight back in the day.
Imagine walking through the woods and not seeing a bag of Doritos on the
yeah.
ground. Not a bag of Doritos or dog shit
Nope.
bag in sight. Just clean vibes.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, the bush starts to like make sounds.
Right.
And you're like,
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Right.
either this
Fight or
is
flight.
danger or this is
Just a little squirrel.
something cute and not dangerous. And it was up to that early person to react the way that you should react in those situations. And a very careful person would be just walk right by, maybe
Yeah.
avoid it, maybe even go the other way.
Don't look at it.
Don't even look at it. But a curious person would go close and check it out
And die.
and maybe die.
Yeah.
And that's like the psychological decision. And so it's really about emotional reactions, isn't it?
Okay.
Isn't everything, every problem we've ever had based on emotional
Yeah.
reactions?
Yeah, it is.
And so what kind of emotional reaction do you have when you see someone in the street and they're making sounds you never heard before? You never
So-
heard a human make before.
Right. It's the first one is just look.
Look.
I'll look and look at this
Look.
person. What does this person look like?
Because what do? If there's a bush shaking,
You
you
look.
look. There's a car accident,
You look.
you look. There's a bunch of cops on the corner and they're parked haphazardly,
I'm looking.
I'm like, whoa, that cop didn't have time to park right.
That's after the look.
That's after the look. And then I'm like, that cop didn't have time. Then the cop didn't have time to do anything.
And then I would say it depends on the look of the person. Because if that person looks crazy eyes, everybody's seen crazy eyes.
If they aren't wearing shoes
or any clothing
or clothing that's 30% doing what clothes is supposed to do.
But even then,
it's unfortunate. It's sad. Nothing we can do about it.
Right.
We just got to be like,
that person's going through it.
That's the Doritos chip bag.
That is
in
our
the jungle. But there's a solution to the Doritos chip bag in the jungle, which is pick up your trash.
Pick it up, yeah.
And there's a solution to these unwell individuals in the street, which is kill them. Kill them. Kill them dead. Kill them all dead. And then we'll never have to look at it again. Kill everything that makes me uncomfortable.
Leave it there. Yeah. No, you bastard.
Hang on.
You gotta admit, there's something really nice about that. Mm-hmm. Hold on, though. If you do the look, right? You see us.
Well, because we have to be safe.
Right, but you see us, and you're like, oh, it's this guy and this guy making those sounds.
Oh, if you see someone like us,
that's what I'm saying.
Then you're like, either you're mad,
right?
Because you're like, oh, here we go.
Shut up.
Bunch of fucking loud fucks. Or you're like, oh, let me get away from that. Like, I don't even want to deal with that.
How come there's not somebody who laughs and joins in?
Well, I'll tell you, man. They're out
You've lived a longer life.
They are out there.
Okay.
And I have had people, after doing something really strange, come up and say, like, I have to know you.
Join in and, yeah.
I have to know you and understand what it is that you're doing.
Okay.
I need to understand you.
Yeah.
Because you are an enigma to me. Because my office job is silent. Except for the typing sounds and the coughing and the coffee machine. You hear a cough every once in a while, right? Like that. Like that's how quiet it is.
Yeah.
You'll hear someone go, like, "Oh, that was Jennifer." Way over by the Palms, in section DF. Yeah, and you hear like, and then so maybe you hear like a. Oh, yeah, good to see you. Yeah. How's the kids? Good. Anyway, gotta get back to work. Yeah, I've gotta get back to work. It makes me nervous. That gives me anxiety. And then they see someone going like, out the street, and they don't look like they should be making that sound. Although a lot of times, because there was that guy at It's a Small World.
Oh, you're right.
At Disneyland.
But he wasn't making noises, was he?
No, but he was behaving very oddly.
Yeah, dude, I think we're on like hard drugs.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it crazy how that... I was just talking to Haley about this because we were like at Disneyland the other day, and I was like, we're just never going to hear anything about that ever again.
Right.
Because Disney probably buried it.
We won't find out anything more about him.
They probably threw so much money at it. Dude. Like, but isn't it crazy? There's nothing.
No, you can't.
Let's see if we can find something.
Okay, do it.
Whoa, it's an ad portion of the show in the middle of a show with no Mike, but here's Mike with me.
I'm back. I want to come back for the ads.
I know you love the ads. You hate missing them.
Yeah.
And I want to say thanks to Squarespace for being a wonderful sponsor on the show, for one of the longest running sponsors on the show, because They're awesome. And MikeFalzone.com is a Squarespace website, as we've said many times.
Yes, it's reliable. It's easy to change around. It's easy to fix, and I love it so much. And it's such a great place to put yourself on the internet. Everyone needs their own little piece of the internet. If you have a business, if you have even just a hobby that you want to get out there, and you always want to make sure it's unaffected by algorithms or any outside whatever, stake your own little piece of the internet with Squarespace.
That's right, and that's exactly what it is. It's your little piece of the internet. Get your website, put your art out there, your whatever. Whatever websites do. And if you're sitting on the fence about getting a website for your business, your brand, your art, then Squarespace is the way to go, because all you got to do is go to squarespace.com and get that free trial. Try it out. See how easy it is to set up a website and have that out there on the internet. And then when you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/banter and you'll save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com for the free trial and squarespace.com/banter to launch the site and get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you, Squarespace.
Thank you, Squarespace.
And we got a new thing here for you guys. Really important for the show. We're trying to get a survey out there to you guys that listen to the show. It's an audience survey at gum.fm/banter, GUM. We want to hear from you guys so we can keep making the content you love and keeping the lights on over here.
If you are at all emotionally invested in the ads portion of Dynamic Banter throughout the years and all the twists and turns it's taken, and you want some kind of a say in that, go to this website. You're going to have your voice heard, and it's going to help your favorite or least favorite part of the show thrive.
It's like our way. It's like our way of getting to know you guys a little bit better. You know, you're our audience. We want to improve the ad experience. So it's a really quick, easy, free way to support the show. That's the most important part. You're supporting the show. It's free. It's quick. It's easy. We don't ask you guys for much. So it takes you 2 minutes. It helps us out big time. So go to gum.fm/banter to fill out the audience survey. That's gum.fm/banter. Thanks, you wonderful people. And now back to the show without Mike.
Also in October,
Are you looking? It sounds like you're looking.
Dude, it's like...
Gone? Because we know he got arrested, but we never found out, like, a sentence. We never found out...
There's nothing
Yeah.
because they just don't want that. They don't want
guess,
that. Okay, so there was another... Oh, there was another incident.
Uh-oh.
I don't think this was new, though. This might have happened last year or something. But, you know, this one's a little more understandable.
Okay.
But... I mean, what do, you know? There's footage of It's a Small World at Walt Disney's World.
His whole world.
That was his whole world.
He really was, dude.
It was his whole world.
Poor guy.
And he's they're at It's a Small World, and it's a whole family, and the video is the ride is stopped.
Right?
And this woman is like one by one, like taking her kids out of the boat.
I think I remember this.
It's an
like, go
older
explore,
one, but
yeah.
people are talking about it. No, the real reason was because the ride was stopped for like 30
So
minutes. And imagine you got fucking 4 kids with you.
know.
And one of them's got to go to the bathroom,
Ooh.
or whatever, and you're just like, we're gonna, I swear it's gonna just be, and they're like, yeah, God, get my, like, could you even imagine it, man?
No. Here's the thing, though. Ellie works at a ride. She's at Universal. She works at Transformers, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And there's like a protocol that
When the ride is
you
stopped.
cannot get off of that ride.
Well, for sure, I
or
get
you're
that.
like taken out of the...
Well, because it's dangerous. It's an incredible
But there's
liability.
got to be a solution to what you just said, where it's like, if there's an emergency within the emergency stop.
But there's no, I mean, there's just nothing that can be done.
I would have called Disneyland support.
While you were sitting in the ride, 1-800-DISNEY and hit 0. Ring, ring. You've reached the happiest place on earth.
Kid's got a shit.
The Disney Resort. Let's find some Disney studio. Let's find some Disney music.
To call 1-800-Disney?
Yeah.
What if I just called 1-800-Disney?
It's probably not like this. Disney. Hang on. Disney. Let's see. Type in Disney.
DISNE. I need one more letter in 1-800-Disney. So I'm going to do Disney's.
1-800-Disney's.
Let's see.
You know what? They would set that up to automatically go to Disney. They're like, fuck yeah, we're not.
And please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. We're very excited to tell you about a special promotion for select callers. This will only take a moment.
It's a
By
scam.
answering just a few questions, we will find out if
Should I
this
hang
offer
up?
is right for you.
Should I hang up?
No, let's listen.
Okay.
Let's
I'm
see.
worried.
Oh no, it's foreign. Get out. How about this? Is this a good track?
Let me listen.
No.
This is an adventure. This is
it's gotta
Indiana
be,
Jones.
Yeah, it's got to be like. You're right. That's like
It's
when they
gotta-
go. That's when it goes like it has you on hold for a minute, and then it cuts back and goes like, "Enter the high-speed world
This is a
of the
trailer.
Guardians of the Galaxy with the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Epcot."
Yep.
And they'll
Are
do-
you in Epidemic?
Yeah.
They have like a corporate commercial.
Well, I kind of want it to be.
Dude, but the corporate shit will work.
I would love it to sound a little bit like a cartoon.
Oh, you want cartoony.
Yeah,
me
that's
take a
what I'm
peek.
thinking.
Let me take a peek.
Let's check this out.
No. Oh?
We're close. No,
Nope.
that's sexy. Too sexy. We'll
You
have
can
to
do a
save that one
mood.
for
You
later.
you can do a mood.
Wait, this one's too ethnic. No.
Too sneaky.
How about this one? No, too.
Dude, that's what I mean. I think they're going too cartoony.
Wait, how's this?
You got
Christmas. That's Christmas.
it. Oh, no. Wait, go back to the Christmas one?
Wait. We're gonna find something. I swear. That Christmas one was wrong.
I know, but you could do something.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to it and then click find similar.
But it's gonna find Christmas songs.
Oh, is it literally
says
Christmas
Christmas
scene? Okay,
potpourri.
sorry. I'm so sorry, man.
It says Christmas.
You know, I'll back off.
I don't think we're gonna find it.
Dude, ridiculous.
Wow.
No, it's too...
Oh, this is it. Thank you for calling the Walt Disney World
Here we go.
Resort. If you'd like to reach Disneyland in California, press 1. If you'd like to talk to California Adventure, press 2. And if you'd like...
Keep going.
We can't find the vibe for this. That's not it either.
not
This
it.
is like, whoa, welcome back to Spooky's Poop Poop Hour.
Toontown.
Today we're gonna see what dog poop's made out of. Oh, wow. Did you know that there was... You know about Beakman. You know about Beakman?
No, I don't
You know
about
who Beakman is?
Beakman.
Beakman's World? You never heard of Beakman's World?
Why, is that what that music would be?
No, it was just that, like, because I was thinking it's so fun. Like, how fun would it be to have, like, an educational science channel, but it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
the gross stuff.
Oh,
Like, what's
okay.
in dog poop? Let's find out.
Why was Beakman
What are
like that?
boogers made out of? Is it safe to eat your boogers?
Find
It's like
out.
gross Mythbusters.
Mythbusters, okay.
But you know, when we were
Babies.
kids,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure you loved Bill Nye, the Science Guy,
Don't
right?
hate.
That's your generation.
Yeah, but-
yeah.
It's okay.
Well, Bill Nye's fine. Whatever. I think people are
he's-
kind of cringed out and
I know.
annoyed by him now.
I know.
Which I'm like, yeah.
you always were.
Oh, yeah. But not because of anything that seemed obvious, but because there was a show called Beakman's World.
Okay.
That was Bill Nye, but like gross.
It was the gross stuff.
Well,
Not
but
quite as bad,
it
but
just,
did you watch it in school? Did they
I
play it in
watched it
school?
at home. It was on TV.
See, so this
It
is
was on before
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye, like before Bill Nye even appeared on the scene.
What I will say, though, about Bill Nye, I don't think it was necessarily that we loved him and the show. What happened was, whenever a Bill Nye episode was played and we saw Bill Nye, it was meant that we don't have to be taught anything. We just sit in class and watch a
Wait,
video.
so you only ever watched Bill Nye in
class?
Why not?
I think
Why?
most of my
you
generation.
never watched it at home?
No, I didn't know what channel
What do
it
you
was on.
mean? That's
Never.
not. That's crazy.
I need to hear if this
You
is...
think that? Who do we call right now?
Who
could we
who's
call
my
that?
age?
Who could? Yeah, who could we call that?
Do I have
Let's
any
call
friends
Christian.
my age?
Let's call Christian.
Yeah, call Christian. I don't know who... Oh, is Christian who's playing Fortnite?
Yeah, he plays Fortnite
Okay.
with us. He's a good guy.
Yeah, what would... I don't even know what Bill Nye would have been on. PBS, maybe?
I think Christian might even be a little younger than you.
Christian? Ratio.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm on airplane mode because
Dude, you're ridiculous with that.
it sounded like shit, Kevin. I'm just trying to make the show sound good. Oh shit.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, Christian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh fuck. How do I keep this?
Right
Hey
there.
man, you're on Dynamic Banter.
Oh my God. What's up, Dynamic Banter?
Well-
Mike or, no, wait, no Mike today.
no,
No
Mike.
Mike today.
You
Just
got
me and Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
What's up, man?
So I got a question for you, buddy.
What's up?
you want me to hold it?
Yeah, will you? It's
That worked.
Christian.
What was that?
Christian. Christian, are you there? Hey man, let me ask. Okay, so I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. So Kevin and I were talking about Bill Nye,
Uh-huh.
and we were like, Kevin said, because I saw Bill Nye on TV, and Kevin said the only time he ever saw Bill Nye was like in class. And I was like, what other young fuck do I know that might have seen it only in class? Is that you, Christian?
Absolutely.
You never
Dude,
saw it on TV?
When that cart rolled out, I knew
Yes!
it was an easy breezy day.
I told you.
Wait. But like me too. Like I had those days too, but it wasn't like only Bill Nye.
Bill Nye was
Like
most
sometimes
of the
they
time.
would put on like,
That's why I'm saying we
sometimes we
loved
get
Bill
special
Nye.
shit like
A movie or
Jurassic
something.
Park
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Art
Well,
class.
Kevin, that's a great concept. Just that's the reason why we love Bill Nye is because it
Right.
meant no school.
But
Right.
you only saw Bill Nye in school, Christian?
Yes, I've never seen him outside
Told
of the
you, man.
context. Just that and Dancing with the Stars. That's
What? You didn't see him on TV?
it. I never saw him on TV, dude. Only VHS.
That blows
That's
my
why-
mind. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, wait. You really didn't know this?
No, I thought it was because he was on TV and when I was like growing up.
I would have never tuned into that.
It was just, I never watched it either because I watched Beakman and I liked
It must
Beakman
have-
more.
yeah.
But Christian, you don't even know who the fuck Beakman is. You don't know who we're talking about.
Beakman from Muppets.
All right. Well, thank you, Christian. That's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know. Have a good day, buddy.
Look at Dave.
Bye.
Later. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
that's
think-
crazy to me.
I'm curious how old, because I'm 28. So, like, I wonder what the age cutoff would
Wow.
be.
But you knew he was on TV.
I don't think I realized it, dude.
Were schools using
think-
Bill Nye?
I think
as
I
a-
thought it was like, yeah, like this was that teachers got Bill Nye VHSs, and that's how Bill Nye was a thing. That he didn't have his own show.
This
it was
is
just he
blowing
had,
my mind. Wait, so you just thought you would watch? So you just thought they would make videos?
yeah, dude. And we loved it so much that in 6th grade, me and my friend Matt came up with this brilliant jingle
Okay.
that was a science project.
You came up with a Bill Nye song or something? A song
Well,
for,
the
or a
theme
science
song for Bill Nye is
was like a
Bill
rap
Nye
song.
the
Yeah.
Science Guy. So we came up with Kevin and Matt the Science Guy.
Oh, you were two guys that was one guy?
Yeah, so we made a Bill Nye parody for
Okay.
our science project.
And it was a video or something?
It was a video
That's
project.
Nice.
But again, even going through that, I thought it was just something that teachers use.
Well, that's bonkers to me because look at my friend. I'm here on the Bill Nye the Science Guy Wikipedia.
Okay.
And it says here, Bill Nye the Science Guy is an American science education television program
I believe
created
you.
by Bill Nye and then all these other fucks, starring a fictionalized version of himself. It was produced by Seattle Public Television. And then
What did it air on?
I
Did
kind
it
of remember
say?
seeing it on the Disney Channel maybe, but I'm telling you
Damn.
I didn't watch it.
No, I believe that.
It says the show aired in syndication from September 10th, 1993
okay.
to 1999.
See, there you go. So it wouldn't have even. I was 4 years old
So
when that.
it was done.
Yeah.
When you were like a
And they
kid, when you
must
were
have-
born, it was done.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They made 6 seasons and 100 episodes.
Dude, that's
so they made a
surprising,
killing
though.
off of
Yeah.
the like
After party.
aftermarket
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, the after party. Beginning with its second season, it said a total of 6 seasons, 100 episodes. Beginning with its second season, a concurrent run of the series began airing on PBS
PBS.
from
I had a feeling.
October 1994 until September 1993. And then it said Nye continued to portray the character in short interstitial segments for the Noggin cable channel. Do you remember Noggin? I remember Noggin.
I feel like I've heard of it, but we didn't watch it.
It was like PBS for kids,
Okay.
I think. And it was like all educational
Dude, I
stuff.
hated PBS.
Really hated.
Dude, it was only Disney, Nick, and Cartoon Network. That was my only 3.
So for me, it was like there wasn't even a Cartoon
Yeah,
Network
that's crazy.
or Nickelodeon or anything.
Yeah.
So PBS would sometimes have like,
I mean, if that's all you had, for sure.
that's all I had. Like
Yeah.
PBS would put on like Paddington Bear.
Love that.
And put on like Danger Mouse, like
Okay,
these old
okay.
British cartoons and
Yeah.
stuff. And that was like the shit to me.
Yeah.
So like yeah, PBS was like my original Nickelodeon kind of. But it says that.
So yeah, they must have just sent that out to schools upon schools.
I just want
And
to
that's
know.
how he blew up. Even bigger though. If he was already big, damn, he kept
Okay.
himself relevant.
So in conjunction with the producers of Bill Nye the Science Guy, KCTS TV conducted several research studies that evaluated how effective the program was as an educational tool. In one study, it was found that viewers of the program made more observations and sophisticated classifications than non-viewers.
Okay. Made us smarter.
In surveys of elementary students who watched the program, most children concluded that Nye made, quote, kids like science more.
Dude,
When surveyed whether Nye was a scientist or actor and comedian, most students asserted that he was a scientist, though many said both. The students described Nye as both funny and smart and believed he was a good source of information.
I mean, I would probably say the same thing, but now I think people hate on him, which might be valid because they think that he's more an entertainer than a scientist. Like, he shouldn't be spitting facts.
I didn't feel like that was ever up for debate. Like, I felt like you don't get the job of TV scientist unless
you
you're
have
kind
it.
of a scientist.
Yeah.
Although,
I would hope so.
I guess we learned that's not true in other cases. But
Yeah.
but with Beakman, like Beakman was crazy. He was like he wore like a green
I gotta
lab
see what
coat,
Beakman
and he
looks
was like
like.
kind of like a
Was it a
like a
human?
schlub. He had kind of like a New York accent,
Okay.
kind of, and he'd be like, "You guys aren't gonna believe," but he was like friendly and welcoming.
Oh, wow, I see him now.
But his friend was a fucking rat. Like a,
Wait, I remember that. What
maybe
did the
we've-
rat look like?
We might have talked about this on the
Beakman's
show.
World right here. Oh, wow, it's a rat it's a human in a rat
It's
suit.
a human in a rat suit, but you are to believe, we are to stretch our imagination
He's
and
got
believe
big
that
hair.
he is a rat. That is a
Well, of course.
That is really a rat and not a person in a rat suit. Even though I remember being a kid and watching that.
Yeah.
And being like, this motherfucker's zipper to get into his costume is part of his costume. Like it's meant to really clearly be a
suit.
costume.
Yeah.
And his like human face is sticking out with like a nose and stuff. And I remember thinking, that's really weird. And I don't know if that's like
good.
Is that like, should I think that's bad?
Yeah.
Should I think that that's lazy and bad? Or should I go along with it and be like, fuck it, he's a rat? And I ended up really liking him, and it like helped me a lot in the world of like accepting like
when it's
something that's like, well, if you're supposed to make me believe that's a rat, then that should probably look more like a rat.
Yeah.
But it helped me understand the absurdity of it and really appreciate like absurdity at a young age because of it. But it was gross and weird and fucked up. Is this fuck
the 26th?
I might come, dude. This episode's for the 26th?
Yeah, what do we got?
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude, because today is the 19th. And in 7 days, it'll be the 25th.
Okay, well, wait.
7.
April.
7.
I think
We don't have ads?
I think the next time we have ads is
June?
May 3rd.
Well, that'd be the next one. No.
That's next week's. The next one we record. I know, man. My brain don't work.
April 26th.
April.
So it'd be the next one. So we don't have ads for this one?
We don't have ads for this one.
Dude,
That's kind of a fun
we
thing.
needed that.
We kind of needed a break.
Things are looking on the up.
It's a weird episode, but we needed a break.
I think this is just like every other episode.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. But it kind of is.
Kinda.
Except that, well, obviously
We're missing one important person.
one very important person. For sure. But it is very similar to what the show is like. It's just very disjointed. We just talk about dumb shit. But anyway, I like a gross scientist.
Did you like science though? Science was like it was hell for me. Science was
Math
hell.
was my hell.
Okay. Math was your hell?
Math was my hell. Science
Math
was
I did
like
okay with.
Cuz science was like, okay, this isn't cuz I was in like a religious school when I was learning a lot of that stuff, and religion was a class. And I remember being like, man, fuck this shit. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
But I remember
Even at
thinking,
a young age?
Yeah, dude, I was drawing like fucked up shit in my religion. Like I remember there was a picture of a pope, and I certainly drew horns and like a devil goatee and I remember
At what, 8 years old, pretty much? 12?
Yeah,
Okay.
between there. And drawing fake teeth, like blacked out teeth on smiling people in the religion book that are just innocent people having a. No, it's not meant
trying
to
spread.
Just trying to spread love
Yeah.
and a good message. And I'm just drawing like literally Satan in my books. And
Dude, that's so demented.
Well,
you didn't even draw little flower
Well, I
nice
would draw all
things.
sorts of things.
Okay,
I
you would.
there would also be Mega Man in the corner,
okay.
or Garfield or Mario or whatever. There would be a lot of that, but there would be quite a bit of demons and devils and shit. Because I remember thinking that was the coolest part of the Bible.
Yeah, the
is all the
devil.
demons and the cool everyone's so scared. I remember it was weirdly don't skip to the Revelations.
Okay.
Read the whole Bible and then get to the Revelations or whatever. But for me, it was we weren't getting there quick enough.
Yeah.
And I knew that there was cool shit in there because my brother, who's older than me,
Had seen
who
it.
had taken more classes,
Yeah.
was like, bro, the Revelations is where it's at. That's the good shit.
Yeah.
The sun falls into the ocean. And so I would read about the sun falling into the ocean.
Okay.
And then I would go to science class and be like, the sun is 7 billion miles away from us. And there's no fucking way it would fall into the ocean.
Wow.
And I was like, wait a
You were
minute.
figuring it out that young.
I just liked that science felt like something that was tangible.
Yeah.
I
More
learned about
believable to you.
photosynthesis and plants and creatures,
See,
animals
dude, that
and
shit
stuff.
just went right over my
To
head.
me, it was this is wonderful. This is the stuff all around us. This is
Yeah.
what matters. The religious stuff felt more that's just a belief that you had to hang on to and really drive into your head is an important force
Yeah.
in life. And you really had to believe that in order to
Yeah.
accept all of the shit they were teaching you about it. And to me, I was like, well, magic and stuff is on the movies.
Yeah,
I don't
this-
see magic with my eyes. I don't see any of this shit with my eyes.
So it can't be real, so I don't care about it.
Well, yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I get it.
And also, it was so restrictive. It was like, you
I
can't do
bet.
this, can't do that, don't do that. If you jack off,
It's bad.
God's gonna fucking kill you.
I didn't have a religious...
You're gonna go to hell if you jack off.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's bonkers to me.
But I like that you thought that at a young age, even.
Well, because it
I
was
feel like
scary.
that would hit for
'Cause it
some
was-
people.
It scared me.
Yeah.
Because it was like, this guy's watching you, dude.
So
he
the
knows
scared-
everything you do.
Damn, it scared you off of it.
Well, it was like...
Because that means that you got so, like, scared of it that you were like, I don't want to have anything to... This can't be real.
Well, and not only that, like the Catholic image of Jesus in a lot of like imagery is like suffering and bleeding and
you're right.
screaming and like,
Yeah.
and it's really in Catholicism, it's really about like understanding all the pain and sacrifice
That he
that
went through.
Jesus went through for you.
Yeah.
And it's really like almost like a guilt. There's like a guilt aspect
Totally.
to it. That's like, you should feel bad for being upset at your cousin for breaking your
Right.
airplane, your model airplane,
Right.
because Jesus got nailed to a cross.
Yeah.
And it hurt.
Yeah.
And that's real pain and sacrifice. And so it feels like there was all this guilt and like you live your life with this like you are guilt.
Yeah.
You were born sinning because
You're just
humans
human.
suck.
Yeah.
So
But a lot of people take that and see it as a good, like, they love it.
Oh, totally.
And
I mean,
attach
listen,
to it.
if that's a belief that you follow and love, then like more power to you. Go enjoy it. Go enjoy that life.
Yeah, if it works.
But to me, it was like I saw all of these things that religion said was bad, including homosexuality.
Yeah.
And when I was growing up, I
it
was like,
really bad.
really bad.
Yeah.
Like, do not even like all of my friends that I grew up with that ended up coming out as gay eventually were like terrified
Yeah,
in
it's
Catholic
awful.
school and were bullied because they were repressing who they really were.
Yeah.
And it just made for a struggle that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And when I started to learn that like, oh, my gay friends are awesome. They're like just as cool as my straight friends. There's literally
Why do
no
they have
difference.
to be discriminated against?
Yeah, and it's like, and when I was growing up, it was like, you need to be afraid that they're gonna fucking suck your dick without you wanting it.
Damn.
Like you could be like, don't be alone
Like
with the
an
gay
animal.
guy. And by the
Yeah.
way, they would say the bad F word a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But don't be in a room
Everybody
with that
did.
guy because he's gonna suck your dick. He's gonna try to suck your dick. I'm like, oh
insane.
shit! And they're like, if he sucks your dick, then you're fucking gay.
But who was saying this to you?
Like asshole kids that are like,
I didn't
don't
know
understand.
If it was like teachers or something
Well,
like that.
but the teachers were saying a different version of
yeah,
that.
like the professional-
They were saying the
Yeah.
holy version of
Yeah.
it, which was like, well, I mean, they're gonna go to hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just as bad as saying he's gonna
Suck
make
your
you
dick.
gay.
Yeah, yeah.
They all thought that we were just gonna become gay if you hung out with a gay person. And I remember like
Dude.
feeling that and then thinking like, well, my gay friends are awesome.
That's not
And then
happening.
the church being like fighting against homosexuality and supporting anti-homosexuality. And I was like, that's weird
Yeah.
to me. Like, why does loving someone make you go to hell?
Yeah.
Why? What if you fell in love with someone that wasn't someone that like God thought you should fall in love with?
doesn't make
like,
sense.
who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, love is love. Have fun. And then I started to see that religion didn't like a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, why? And then I would watch those things or see those things, and I'd be like, well, this is expanding my mind and allowing me to like open up avenues of creativity and acceptance and that I never could have if I was like, no.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot watch that. I cannot look at that. I cannot drink that. I cannot smoke that.
And
I
your
cannot-
parents kind of let yourself do what you wanted to do,
My
right?
parents were incredibly supportive of my creativity,
Right.
but they would really try.
They tried.
To get us.
I think that's normal,
into
though.
it.
Yeah.
And I think my mom finally, I'm fucking pushing
Yeah.
42 in
Yeah.
June. My mom has finally accepted that, like, all right, they
It'll be
decided
okay.
their life. And, you know, my mom, if she's a godly woman, she believes in God, loves Jesus and all
Right.
that. That's wonderful. she's a wonderful person,
Right.
and she doesn't treat people like shit, and she accepted my gay friends
Exactly.
and accepted my weirdo friends. Like, she's the kind of religious person that I wish more religious people were like.
Yeah, I get
because
that.
she is a very tolerant person and accepted that I just was a kind of a weird kid, and my creativity was gonna lead me down a less
Better
struggled path. Because she saw how much I struggled
Right.
trying to
Like fit in yeah.
with regular shit, and
Yeah.
it just didn't work. And any other parent would be like, get it over it and do
Right.
it. But my mom was like, I want this child to have happiness.
Mm-hmm.
I want this kid to find happiness. And that's like a really precious thing I'm thankful for.
Yeah, we need it more. Do you think that when did the internet play a role in you losing belief, or did you not even use that? Because I hear a lot of stories about people who are like, once I started looking stuff up on the internet and I started learning more like that, that was when religion started to like deconstruct for them and go away. But
Well,
did
first
the
of
internet
all-
have to do with that for you?
Well, let me stop you for a second because it is midnight and it is New Year's.
Okay, hold
so
on.
I just want to say Happy New Year
Happy
to
New
you.
Year.
And I hope this Happy New Year to you all of our listeners.
Right.
And I want you all to know that this year is going to be better than the last one. I just know it.
I can tell.
I just know it. And the reason why I'm saying that, 2024, guys, is
2024.
our year. And you know what?
Dude.
I say it every year, and I mean it, and it never happens. It's never the year.
Are you still believing that? Please,
Every
no.
year I say it.
You say that it's going
This
to be
is
a
the
good
year.
Never.
We'll be right back. What was your question? I'm sorry.
How much did the internet take you out of?
Influence
Yeah.
my lack of spirituality?
Yeah. It doesn't sound like much, honestly.
By the time the internet had come around, I was,
It was
kinda
already over it.
off.
That's surprising.
Off board, yeah. Well, I mean,
I get it.
I met some friends
Yeah.
in my younger years that were just like kindred spirits, and were like, "This is ridiculous, isn't it?" And
That'll
I'm
do
like,
it.
Yeah, and maybe it's that thing that parents fear of, like someone influencing their
Yeah.
child to become so different from what they expected their child to become. But you can't help that. You
No.
have to just be like, I made this kid, and I'm certainly going to make sure that they live the best life, have the best upbringing
and
they can have.
Teach them stuff.
But you
give
can't
advice.
control who they become at all.
Nope.
So you have to just kind of like accept it. And I think that a lot of the people that I met were like kindred spirits, thankfully.
Yeah.
And had they not been, I probably would have been like, I would have struggled a lot more.
Yeah.
But I did have friends that were like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
This shit's crazy.
All right. I don't want to talk about religion anymore. No. I do want to. We can.
I was just gonna turn it. Oh, okay. Let's jump into the history road.
I have one
This
thing
is
I
when
wanted to
we
bring
would
up.
have. Oh yeah, sure.
So I'm moving. Okay.
That's exciting. I'm
And
excited.
I'm moving in with my girlfriend.
Yeah. That's
First
a big,
time.
Big move.
Big step. We're excited about it. Here's one of the worries that I have. And
Okay.
I brought this up on the Valley Cast.
That you're gonna shit yourself while you're sleeping. Again?
Close. I take really big poops.
What do you mean, like break the toilet big?
You know this. I would say three to four times a week, it clogs.
Because of how big it
Big.
is. Let's cut to a clip of that.
It's deeper. That's the toilet trying to get it down. And so,
That's you shitting.
we talked about how there's this thing called a poop knife.
Oh yeah, are you gonna get a poop knife? You're gonna need a poop knife.
So
People need a poop knife, I guess.
Yes.
Listen, our bodies are built differently, man. But you're afraid to have a poop knife
Within the means
and
of
have Ellie know you
that
have
it's
a poop
there.
knife.
Because right now I've told you, there's a little box of wooden dowels.
Yeah.
because that's all I have.
Yeah.
That in case of emergency, it's not every time.
Break it up.
But
like, we're talking about girth or we're talking about length?
both.
Really? I feel like a proud dad right now.
But dude,
I think that's great.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna need a picture.
Okay.
I just because I want to know what we're working with.
Yeah, dude. I do get it. Sometimes grosses me out taking the picture, but I'll do it for you.
Yeah,
I'll do it for you.
No, it's gross for
It's
sure.
gross.
But I think that if you have a particularly big one and you're like, I cannot
This one's-
believe what I'm looking at,
that's
then
happened.
you need to give
Okay.
me that. I need to have.
I'll
I need
make
to
sure
see
it's
it.
worth the grossness.
Yeah, I just want to see it. Like, it's not something I keep.
No, I hope not.
It's like it's like like we said, when the bush is moving in the jungle, you either come check it out or you run away from it.
Did you look?
I would look. Okay, so Ellie doesn't know that you have a poop knife.
I think
or that
she
you want a
knows.
poop knife?
Yeah, she doesn't know that the breakup
Needs to happen.
the breakup of the poop needs to happen.
Yeah.
And so I'm having a struggle
Dude,
of like
this is a really tame thing to like
worry
to
about.
handle,
That's
I think.
how we are, man.
I think though, because it's one of those things where it's like, dude, what makes relationships work so well is the communication, like
Right.
communicating and just being like, dude, I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes it's hard to have that conversation when it's like something that's like a personality thing
Yeah.
or like a health thing, and you don't want to like hurt their feelings and be like, hey, but I gotta say this.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to do that, and it honestly brings you closer.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of those things where it's like when you find out that your girlfriend has like a sex toy or
Right,
something,
right.
and you're like, why do you have that? Isn't my cock enough, Mom? Isn't it? Why do I have to fight to be the only cock in this house? But it's really one of those things where you're like, who gives a shit? And it really shouldn't bother. It should just be one of those things that's like, hey man, maybe sometimes you're out of the house or something and I gotta do this thing and I got some things that help me with it, and maybe it's kind of personal and a little embarrassing, but look, if you're gonna be living with someone,
Yeah.
then you have to open up the book. The book of Kevin needs to open up, and she needs to be able to walk by it and check out a chapter or two sometimes and be like, okay, here's some new things I'm learning about my boyfriend.
Right.
Here's some
All I
new
would-
things I'm learning about my girlfriend.
all I would hope is that she never has to witness the act.
Well, that's easy.
All that she needs to witness is
the
either
item
the knife
itself,
or
knife itself.
the dowels work pretty well, man.
Yeah, you like a good. What are those paint mixer things you could get at Home Depot?
They're
Is that
like
what you're
at,
talking
from
about?
Michaels.
What
Yeah.
are they? What are they used for? They're just like pieces
think
of
they're
wood
like-
with paint on them or something?
Yeah, some sort of arts and crafts type
Okay.
of dowel things.
Yeah. And they're disposable dowels.
Disposable dowels. So it's just one and done.
It's like those paint dipsticks.
I think that that's more humane than having a literal object designed for. And it's
So
the
you're
only
trying to
one.
say, you're trying to find out what is the version of that you can
would just
have
be-
at home
Yeah.
that isn't a horrifying thing that's disgusting and turns off your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the dowels might work.
Is this a 2-bathroom situation?
We have 2 bathrooms, so I will have my own.
Oh, you will?
I know.
Well, that's
I'm
a
not-
big win, actually.
I know. I think I just I would call her now if we could, but she's moving too. So we can't tell her live on
It's
the
just
air.
one of those things where it's like, what would be worse though? That there was constant plumbing problems, and being like, I don't know why,
Right.
or being like,
I have to cut it up.
honestly, I think it's one of those things where it's like, what kind of shits is your man taking? Because
Oh,
if
you
they're
think-
taking little shits, then that's not
Yeah,
a
like
man.
rabbit shit.
But if you're taking big break the toilet shits, that's a man right there.
I never thought about it like that.
It's very manly. So maybe she'll be like, well,
Whoa.
fuck, you need like a thing to break your poop? Shit, dog, that's pretty tight.
All right.
I kind of like that.
I'll update y'all.
It's really just got to be something where you're like, listen, I don't know why. Do you know why? Is your body
No,
just
I don't
built
know
different?
why. I
What do
wish
you
I knew
eat? You
why.
just eat grains?
That's what it feels like, dude. But there's days where I don't even have a vegetable.
Not one.
Yeah.
And you're still having fibrous, solid, thick fucking, like the kind of poops a constipated person wishes they could have.
It blows my mind still, and it's happened for a couple of years now.
Wow. I mean, you just got one of those digestive systems.
Yes, dude. It is a struggle.
But it is something that is not just one that you have alone, because that product exists. That poop knife product exists and is sold, and people buy it. It exists to the point that it has a company website and interstitials from people that are like, this is a life changer. So you're not alone.
I might invest.
So that's the other thing. Like when you're like, man, I'm a little embarrassed about this, and I want this to be, you're not alone. There's other people out there that deal with it too, and I bet there's a solution. And once you're like, dude, this is what it is. I'm just being honest with you. We live together now, so the gross shit's gonna happen now.
Totally.
Living together, I'm telling you, the book opens up. You're not gonna be able to hide your gross shit anymore. So you're just gonna have to be upfront about it and be like, this is it. I eat my cum. Okay? I'm sorry. We don't have to do it when we're intimate. But I will get my fill elsewhere. And it's not someone else, it's mine.
My own.
I eat my own supply.
Okay.
All right?
You need to fill it with your cum, Kevin.
Kevin. I forgot there's a Kevin.
Kevin.
All right, let's get a couple history roads in here.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, the thing is I haven't done a look-sees like I normally do.
Let's just jump right in. I mean, dude, when we didn't have you on the show last time.
That's true, dude. That's true.
We jumped right in.
You jump in, I jump in.
Found out long ago. It's a long way down the history road. History road. History road.
Oh, we have a pet. Mason sent us something.
Wait, Mason's back?
He sure is. He sure is. Mason Wallace.
This is definitely a good clip, and I've wanted to use.
It's a little bit. It's close to a little notch there. That
History.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
I'm dizzy, Steve. Steve, I'm dizzy.
Wake up, Kevin.
I'm seeing things. This has all been. I think this has been too much for me. I don't think I was supposed to do this, Steve. Steve, I'm starting to feel it. Steve, there's things inside that I'm not ready for. Ow! That's the end of it. It's gonna go. I'm gonna lose it.
Steve!
That was a HeadGum podcast.